Hello there. Did you by any chance donate blood to the vampire supply bank recently? I am aware that is an unusual question, but... Oh, you did? Splendid! You must be the one I'm searching for, then. Well, where are my manners? You may call me Val in this time period, of course. And if you've not figured it out yet, I am in fact a vampire. Under any circumstances, vampires would not be allowed to seek out any donors for safety of the individuals involved. But I use some rather unorthodox methods of questioning to obtain some very confidential data about you. Please do not tell anyone. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm well aware how strange that must sound to you, a stalker finding your name and home address over some blood you donated in good heart. And before I forget, I must certainly thank you for your service. In this day and age, as it is illegal for vampires to draw blood from anyone without consent, as it should be, and proper blood donations are needed in hospitals, any drop towards the VVS is more than appreciated by any and all members of the Vampire Society. And I am aware how terrifying it must be to have someone show up at your house after donating, but I am terribly sorry for it. I cannot get enough of your blood. I mean, it's just so delectable, so delicious. I tasted that small dose necessary to keep a vampire alive. As resources are sparse, but have you ever had a wine so good anything else suddenly loses taste? When you find something so delicious, sweet, and nutritional, anything else would feel like oil within your mouth. Is it obvious what I'm attempting to say to you? Is it not? Your blood to me is liquid moonlight. On a warm summer night, it tastes of a smooth silk and exquisite sweetness, all too unfamiliar to our vampire kind. I believe I may never be able to consume any other kind of blood. I would rather starve to death than ever drink a drop of that filthy mud water ever again, knowing that pure heaven runs through your veins. And I truly apologize for confronting you without warning and completely understand if you need all the more time or if you wish not to, but may I ask for you to become mine? All the riches I have acquired in those long years spent upon earth could be yours. You may live in any castle you wish, have balls and fantastic dances if you so desire. I could grant you immortality and infinite riches in exchange, but please, I cannot live another day without you or without your blood. I humbly request, no beg of you, please join me, be mine. I will give you anything you may have every wish for and more, in exchange for a little blood every now and then. I will make sure you will be well cared for, in the best of health, both mentally and physically. I will give you fresh bouquets of your favorite flowers each day. Spend as much time with you as you wish. Prepare your favorite meals, travel the world with you if you say the word. Anything for you. Oh, of course. Take your time. I do suggest that we get to know each other for a little while before you decide on such an important matter, simply because I am passionate about something, or someone in this case, does not mean the person's feelings do not get taken into account. Forgive me, my darling, but I simply must have you. Oh, you're not frightened of me, are you? If I did spook you, I must sincerely apologize. I promise I am not usually like this, but the thought of not having you in my life alone is filling me with unease and something I can only describe as possessiveness. Very quite uncommon for me. Simply seeing you here, taking in your alluring scent, almost feeling the air pulsing with each of your heartbeats. Forgive me, but I have to contain myself. Otherwise, how would you ever agree to live with me if this was your first and only impression of me? A bloodthirsty monster unable to keep themselves in control. How would that look on me? On the vampire society, but I simply have to have you to myself. That smell, the thought of your blood, your skin, your warmth, your heartbeat. I cannot. Damn it! I must stay calm for now. Would you agree to spend a day with me? Any place you desire. I shall play entirely after your rules, and you may test me in any way to decide whether you would be minded being with me for a while. Would that be alright with you? Yes, I suppose you could call it that. A proper date. It would be all perfect. And everything down to the last minute detail would be covered. Do you have your cellular device on you? I will give you my number, and you will decide when and where you would like to meet. You may also leave the choice to me if you prefer. And my time, I have gathered quite a few places to visit in the many centuries I have been alive. Everything will be covered, of course, so do not shy away from your expenses. What does this period call it? A sugar daddy? I would be more than willing to offer myself as your sugar daddy in exchange for your time and some of your blood every now and then. Nothing you don't consent to, of course, but would it be too much to ask of a small sip for good measure? I apologize. I certainly am overstepping. You don't mind? Are you sure, my little lamb? This is a very different experience than having someone shove a needle in your arm. And you barely know me after all. You have every right and reason to say no, and I would absolutely respect your decision. You're certain? You have no concept of how much this means to me. The drinking of one's blood is a very intimate process. Do not worry, my dear. The pain will be brief, and you likely will end up enjoying it. Your skin, it's so smooth and soft. Its coloration, its texture, truly a work of art. That is what you are, my dear. May I? Oh, good God, your taste. My apologies for pinning you against the wall like this. Good God, you taste even better when you have adrenaline rushing through you like this. Oh, that's my sweetheart. Just a little more. Just a little more, please. 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 It's so amazing. I can't believe it. That was so intoxicating. I apologize. I hope I did not go too far and was not too aggressive with you. I thought you would be quite intimate. Seeing you flustered like this is almost making me want to do it again, my little lamb. You truly look too pretty to be from this world, and I promise you, I am not simply saying this to flatter you. Thank you for your service, my sweet. And do not worry about a wound. I licked up most of the blood, and due to my saliva, all should heal quite quickly. If I did not scare you too much, would you still consider my offer? Take your time for now. Then, well, I guess it's a very hard decision. But I will not have the patience to wait for long. I want you and only you, my dear. And if I cannot have you, there will be no promise of what I would and might do. Rest easy, my dear. And please message me when you're ready. And when you're ready to give me an answer. See you around, my little lamb. Hello everybody, my name is the Man of Culture. If you like this video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe, consider donating, check out my Patreon, check out my Twitter, check out my Discord, and pretty much all my other stuff. And I'm streaming Saturdays and Sundays at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Have a great day. You're amazing.